And welcome back to Money Monday. Hope everybody had a fantastic Thanksgiving with all the tryptophan, the food, the sleepiness, the family. Terry, how was your time away?
It was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed the family and had a good meal. So it was great.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of fun. A lot of horse racing over the weekend, too. This is a wagering guide week, the Cigar Mile, the last of Aqueduct's graded stakes races for 2025 as we count down the end of the year. It's a link for today's free picks over at Guaranteed Tip Sheet, which is via Parx, as well as getting yourself prepped for the Cigar Mile wagering guide. Make sure you head on over there for all of that. Shortly after the show ends, right there on horseracingtoday.net, we will post all of our picks, our thoughts, our Benny and the bets. And while you're there, hit that HRT gear button, folks. Get yourself some fantastic Christmas gear. 30% off everything. 70%. I've never seen that before. So today's the day. Cyber Monday to support the show. Another way you can support the show is the tip jar, Terry, which will be in the story on the HRT website. Good morning, Stuart. Guys, I need a pick for winner today, as do we. Buenas tardes to you as well. Hello, Lauren. Thanks for joining us again. Let us know in the comments how many handicappers you aggregated today, my friend. Race number 1 at Parx is going to be 1 mile and 70 yards. I think it's the only one like that today. A bunch of 6 furlongers today. Stalkers do well. A lot of late scratches in this one. Terry, 29% of the horses go wire to wire. Inside does better than outside. So in race number 1, who's going to get the lead?
Well, it looks like there's 3 horses there, the 6, 2, and 7, who are going to all go for the lead. So that should help the stalker.
Yeah, it should help the stalker. Speaking of which, down here, Terry, you see that the race shape is one where most everybody wants to be middle of. That could favor horses that get forward. Terry, C-Zone measures how likely today's races will match their best performances and who's likely to get a trip that looks a lot like when they run their best.
Well, look at that, too. He's got a 91% C-Zone.
But he's out of the race. He's one of those lads.
Oh, that's right. You're sure right about that. The 4 is out, too. So that leaves the 6, which has basically a 71% C-Zone.
And he's kind of out there all by myself. 7, a 15-point last race speed figure edge with the 9 out. A couple of others, that's probably even higher than that. 9 is out, so that makes the 7 your top total pace horse there. Terry, the 9 is, I had too many scratches here. Forget it. Who do we got as your pick in race number 1?
Well, in race 1, as you can see there, I like that 7 horse. And get like Mike, placed in the last 6 races, won the latest one by 11 lengths, high percentage winning trainer, top speed at today's distance. And he's got swagger. The 3 finished 3rd versus the same in the last race. Drops in class, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Fluff the Pillow, 6, ran 2nd versus similar in his last race. Early speed, running style helps the chances. And then I like the 1, Nemo is my long shot, has won 3 races at Parx Racing, so he likes the track okay. Rail Post winning in a 19% clip. No additional bets for me.
Yeah, all the horses scratching. Right now, that 7 horse on the ground, he's like 1 to 5 or something, right? Probably going to go lower when the gates open. At the moment, the 7 is 1 to 2, so that's actually not that bad considering. That one did run the top last race, speed figure a whole lot more than everybody else. 3 consecutive speed figure increases in a row, according to Barry Meadows. That's an alpha angle and a chance to win or be better in the 3rd start after a layoff. Fluff the Pillow, the 6 horse, is going to go forward. Likes Parx in the money, 6 out of 8. He got swagger, does have the most late pace, is a class dropper in here, Terry, and now moves to the 2nd favorite, according to simulation. And then finally, number 1, Nemo, really makes 3 starts in a row, so maybe this horse is finally healthy. No Benny in the bets for me, my friend. Before we move on to race number 2, we'll put our picks up there real quick. I know our good friend Don Johnson likes to see them for the daily doubles. Terry, tomorrow we will do Parx again. Wednesday, we're going to do Turfway Park. We'll probably do it well before the racing starts. But Thursday, we'll do Aqueduct. Not quite sure what Foreign Friday is going to look like yet, but I do know what it looks like to go ahead and get yourself involved so you're watching and you're winning. And how do you do that?
Well, you go to our YouTube channel and subscribe. Very easy to do. Doesn't cost anything. Hit the bell so you're notified about the different programs like Foreign Friday. And then go ahead and copy the link below and share it with everybody you know so that they can come and take a look at us too. I know they're going to like what they see. And then go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Sky and give us a thumbs up at Horse Race, the number 2 day. And then keep comments coming and pics as we enjoy seeing them and they help us out a lot.
Yeah, indeed they do. So race number 1 about to get started. Take a quick look again at our sim odds here. Looks like the 6, the 2 is out. So I would imagine the 6 and the 7 should be the ones that chase the lead there, Terry. Let's see if the track bias, many times on Mondays, seems like the track bias is fast on Mondays in favor of speed. And they make some adjustments, and on Tuesday, it favors closers. So let's see if that's how it plays out today. On what looks like a sunny, nice day in Bensalem, Pennsylvania to start December, Christmas month. The 7 and the 3 have charged out. The 6 horse is going to run a little funky. Looks like he's a little wide on the track at the moment. And he has moved into second place as we suspected. So the opening quarter, you got the 7 and the 6, as our smart sheets called it, out on the front. And then you have right now, it looks like the 3 horse in giving chase, about a length from the nose of the 7 to the tail of the 3. 5 horse right now, a Rivers Gamble, trying to save a little ground on the rail as they go through a pedestrian opening quarter, a little under 25 seconds. Really no change in the running order. Down on the rail, Nimmo starting to get involved right now, as is Good Reunion, I think. But they go through a really slow half, 49.5 seconds, and it'd be kind of hard to close into that. Does look like the jockey on the 6 horse is taking a little less aggressive approach right now than the 7, although the 7 is starting to maybe edge away a little. The one that's coming the greatest speed right now is the 3 horse. He's going to have to go 3 wide to see if he can make his way around the 6. Really not a whole lot of change in the order. I don't know if the horse is in the back. The 7 horse is just being asked to go. Looks like it's going to be between the 7 and the 6, although the 3 horse is trying to make up ground, but really kind of running in place, folks. It's going to go the 7. I don't know. The 6 might catch him at the end here as they get to the wire. The 3 is moving the best at the end. It's going to go be close at the wire. The 3 does get up. It's going to go 3, 7, 6, and then 5, I think. 3,
Nice.
7, 6, and 5 in the opening race. So hopefully you decided to take a shot at beating that 1-2.
Yeah,
It was kind of a interesting race down to the wire.
it was.
Just horses that were up front stayed out front. That's the way it's been on Mondays, Terry. Race number 2 is 6 furlongs. That does tend to favor speed. This is a maiden claiming race for 40 grand. There's some 2-year-olds in here. So it's important to look at this speed figure there is 74. That's usually what we look at there, Terry. So who's hit 74 so far?
Well, you can take a look. There's only one. The 3 has hit 74, and then the 4 came within 3 points of doing it in the last race. The 3 is the only one that has done that, and has got the best chance to do it again today.
Yeah, so our Par Plus, we do 1,000 simulations where we simulate out a speed figure. In this case, that speed figure being 74. So if I press the right button, well, I had a good chance. 1 out of 3 to get it right. Took the 3rd shot. 365 out of 1,000 times. Our Notion managed to clear that hurdle. We do see here a couple of first-time starters, Terry. We have a 3.0 scale, and one of them hits that 2.5 threshold we like.
That's right. Take a look at the 2. It's got 2.61. No back work, but that's a pretty nice number there.
Mm-hmm. So in these races with horses seeking their first wins, a couple of things I like to see. I like to see class drops. We do see that with the 3 horse. But then you also kind of want to pay attention to, I think, jockeys and trainers. And if you're going to pay attention to that, looks like you want to look in the front 4.
Well, there's 2 that have good jockeys, the 3 and the 4. I mean, they're all good jockeys, but there's 2 that have the best data, the 3 and the 4. But the 3 has the best trainer, and the 3, I think, is the best combination.
Yeah, a couple of in-race edges, the 7, the 4 filled with desire. Last race speed figure, 7 points, better than everybody else. Also looks like it'll be out there on the front. The 3 and the 1 will be out on the front, with the 3 having an 11-point total pace advantage, meaning if you add early pace and late pace, could win by 2 lengths, notwithstanding what the first timers bring. 6 has the biggest in-race advantage of about a length and a half. Every 5 points equals 1 length. So you got some speed, you got a closer, you got a top last race speed figure type, and a couple first timers versus all no's, Terry, and 1 yes. So how did you go in race 2?
I like the 1. Finished third in his last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Wins 35% of the maiden claiming races. He has a horse running in. And then I like that 3. Our Notion has a high percentage winning trainer and best start speed. Is fast among today's starters. Filled with desire. The 4th, third choice. Finished third in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Wins 21% of the race when taking a horse from a route to a sprint. And then Vino Gray, the 6th, is my long shot. Has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 25% of the races when using first-time blinkers. I'm going to play the very first pick 4, Miami Vice Don Johnson. I think it's kind of a wide open race. I'm going to use a 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 with the 3, 6, with the 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, with the 4, 5. $50.
To answer your question, the first race went 3, 7, 6, and 1. That's how they went in the opener at Parx. 3, 7, 6, and the 1 horse. I guess the 1 horse got up in front of the 5. Didn't look like it when I was watching it live, Terry, but that's how it went. And I think those were the 4 horses that we had. So probably not that big of a deal in a 5-horse field. I'm going to start with the 3 horse in race number 2, Our Notion. That one is the only yes horse in the race. He's also an 11-point total pace edge over everybody else that we talked about in our smart sheets here. But what's interesting to me is if we look at it, maiden claiming 25, first-time starter, so he's never run a maiden special weight. Maiden special weight dropper, the 4 horse, maiden claiming 40 last time out. 5 horse, first-time starter, never been a maiden special weight either, maiden claiming 40. So not only is the 3 the only horse with a plus 11 total pace in there, only yes horse, but he's the only maiden special weight dropper. Number 2, My Bandit, is the top-rated first-time starter in there, Terry, versus the rest who are a nose and 1 maybe. The 4 horse, Filled with Desire, that is the maybe, if I remember correctly. That one has a top last race speed figure, 7 points better than everybody else, and was just a touch faster with its fractions, but not a lot. And then finally, the 5 horse, Supernova Dream, the other first-timer, Terry, and the rest have to move up plenty to catch that one. I'm going to do a 50-cent pick 4. Like you, I'm going to start with the 2, 3, 4, 5, then the 1 and the 6, the 1, 4, 6, and then the 1, 3, 4, and 5. That is a 50-cent, $48, pick 4. And then I'm going to do a $5 exact the key box in this upcoming race with the only maiden special weight dropper, the 3, with the 1, the 2, the 4, and the 5 to put some of my Benny and the Bets bucks to work. And right now, looking at that race number 2, it does look like the 3 horse at the moment is the 6-5 favorite. I was hoping to get a little better than that as 5-2 in a race. I thought that would be a little bit more evenly spread about. Race 3, Terry, as we have a lot of 6 furlong races today. This is another 6 furlong, like I've been drinking. 6 furlong affair. Again, early speed on the inside tends to do pretty well. So anybody have that picture?
Well, as you can see, the 1 and 3 and 6 all have pretty close speed. So just kind of anyone's guess who's going to get that quarter pole first.
Yeah, we see the 2 horses, another one of those late scratches that kind of delayed the start of the day a bit, at least for me anyway. So we look at our race shape here, Terry. The 2's out of the race. So you got a lot of early speed in here, 1 in the middle, only 1 closer in there. So that really could favor horses that come from off the pace, Terry. Looks like the 5 is one that comes off the pace, and along with the 6 has a pretty strong C-zone. Looks like one of those horses has a good jockey-trainer combo too.
Yeah, that 5 shows the best jockey, 3 the best trainer, but the 5 has the best jockey-trainer combination.
And we see a couple of class droppers in there with the 1 and the 5. 5 moving down 1 full length. 6 horse, Stillwater Moon, a 6-point last race speed figure edge. The 1 horse is your simulation favorite. Pretty big one in there, Terry, as well. Who's your favorite in race 3?
Okay, well, in this race here, I like the 3. Finished third in last race, has a high percentage winning trainer. Then 6, Stillwater Moon. Ran second versus similar last race, highest last speed rating. I like the 1 as my third choice. Wyatt Hunter has a win at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer, and drops in class today. The 4 We Miss Neil is my long shot, finishing the money in 46% of the races at Parx Racing, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets here for me.
I start with the 6-horse Stillwater Moon as my first selection. That one does have that top last race speed figure. And also, as we take a look at our smart sheets, you can see the 6 had better early pace, better late pace, better mid pace, better late pace. The only horse in the race that showed improvement across the board last time out. Then I'm going to go with the 1-horse Wyatt Hunter. Is that simulation favorite? The last race was better than it looks, as it had better early pace and similar fractions despite going a half a furlong longer. So if you go longer and you run the same, it's faster in my book. Devola, the 3-horse. That one should be better in the second start after a layoff. And getting towards the front is the key to that horse's success. And then finally, number 4, We Miss Neil. It is a yes horse. Third start after a layoff, and did hold on to its speed a little bit longer in its last effort. No additional bets for me either, Terry. Race 4 on this 10-race card to start off the month of December. I did mention we have a bunch of 6 furlong races. This is another. Again, inside speed typically is the best way to the winner's circle at 6 furlongs in Bensalem, Pennsylvania. And 2 of them, Terry, look like they'll tear it up when the gates open.
Yeah, the 4 and the 1, but I think the 4 gets a better break. It's going to really go to that front first.
Yes, the 4 and the 1 are also the only horses that have hit par for this level, that being 81 over there, Terry. We see over here the 4 and 1 want to be out front. Everybody else kind of middle back. So far, the 5 not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line, so maybe you can X that one out of your picks, Terry. But if you're looking for a horse that has a great chance to get a great race, who is it?
Well, look at that 1. It's above that 50% threshold that we like to see, followed up by the 4 that's really close to that.
Yeah, it looks like the 1 and the 4, they want to be out front. They're going to be out front, and they could be comfortable out there. You got 1 class dropper with the 6, Competitive Saint. The 1 horse is the last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else. And we single that out because Andrew Beyer, the godfather of speed figure, says any horse with the last race speed advantage of 3 points merits attention. The 1 is your simulation favorite. The 4 is your top total pace by almost a whole length in there, Terry. Looks like the 1 also has a pretty good jockey trainer.
That's correct. He's got the best.
So who's the best in your view in race number 4?
I like the 1, Backtrack. Finished third in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 23% of the claiming races, has a high percentage winning jockey. Power Agenda, the 4 is my second choice, finished the money in the last 4 races, winning 1 of the starts. Early speed running style will help his chances. Big Brown Shoes, the 3 ran second versus similar his last race and can handle the distance. Then I like the 6, Competitive Saint, class drops, returns to a sprint, top speed figure at today's distance and fastest third speed in today's field. I'm going to play the 2nd, Miami Vice, Don Johnson, pick 4. I'm going to use the 1, 3, 4, 6 with the 4, 5 with the 4, 8. And I'm going to finish up with the 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, $48 ticket.
$48 for me too, with Backtrack at the top of mine as well. Top last race speed figure, 3 points, a yes horse. Third start after a layoff with plenty of upside. Then the 4-horse Power Agenda. It's the other yes horse in the field. That one should be out front with the 1 as well. Both of them getting good trips according to C-Zone. Competitive Saint, sort of a track dropper coming in from Laurel and from Colonial, I believe. It's the only class dropper in the field. Big Brown Shoes, it is your morning line favorite. It's a very consistent performer. But, man, I have a hard time backing a jockey, Terry, in my picks that has a jockey-trainer combination. They've run together 15 times. How many wins they have?
None.
0 for 15. Yeah. And I think that puts them in the money maybe 2 times, 3 times.
Something like that.
Hold on. I would guess 4 times out of 15 in the money. So only 4 out of 15, 11 times out. So it's really hard for me to put that any higher up on my picks. That's why I left it out of my pick 4. So I guess the jockey trainer combination after today will be 1 for 16. So 1, 4, 6, 1, 3, 4, 5, and then the 4 and the 6. And then I'm going to go 1, 3, 4, and 5 on the back end. Race 5 ends the first half of the card. And in race number 5, Terry, I do believe we'll find ourselves going 6 furlongs yet again. Yes, indeed. Not that big of a stretch. We've talked about it a bunch of times already, being inside 3 speed, Terry. In the 5th race, we do get inside 3 speed again.
That's right. You get the 3 and the 2, but the 3 has the best speed on the inside. So we should get out there to that quarter pole first.
A couple nice things about the 3 and 2 as well. The 2, better 5 ways, I call it. Better early pace, better mid pace, better late pace, better fractions. And then the 3 horse, Terry, you don't have to look very far for jockey trainer in this one.
No, that's right. But there are a couple of good jockeys in there, the 3 and the 5, and then the 4 has the best trainer. But I think the 3 and the 4 has the best jockey trainer combination. They're both pretty good.
Yeah, the 3 also has a pretty strong C-zone edge over everybody else as a lone E type. The 2 would prefer to be a co-pilot. Everybody else wants to close. That could open a door for the 3 to have a good chance to go wire to wire. The 5 horse is your top last race speed figure, 11 points better than everybody else. Also your top total pace. The 4 is your simulation favorite, Terry. This race looks like it could set up for speed. Is that the way you took it?
Yeah, I like the 5. My Sid, highest last speed rating, drops in class today, highest speed figure at today's distance. Then Prince Lucas, the 4, drops in class today. Early speed running style helps the chances, high percentage winning trainer, cracked the code. The 1 is the highest speed figure at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. The 3, Oz making waves. Can improve while returning to a sprint. Best start speed is close to the average winning speed. No additional bets for me here.
I'm going to start with the 5. My kid Sid, the rhyme. My kid Sid does have a top last race speed figure, 11 points better than everybody else. And if you look at that 5 horse too, what was interesting about that huge speed gap over everybody else is that race wasn't even at the top of its list, right? So much better than everybody else, and very consistent average race for that one. So very consistent. Avon making waves, the 3 horse. That one, Terry, is going to be out front. It has a 1 length early pace advantage over everybody else. So I'm going to overlook the last 2 races, which were kind of pukey. It's a lone E with by far the best C-zone. I've seen way too many of those horses cross the finish line first. Number 4, Prince Lucas. That one is a very good, strong simulation favorite. It's your top par plus horse and the class dropper. And then the 1 horse cracked the code. Very even effort in its last race. And the resume says that in the 3rd start after layoff, the best is to come. And maybe the best is to come in the second half of the card here too, Terry. Just a reminder. Free picks today over at Guaranteed Tip Sheets. Come on, Rich. Tongue-tied on this day. Zia Park. Also has the biggest race of the day with a $62,000 purse. 10 races. You can get a link to that in the description on YouTube. Also, a link to the explanation for our smart sheets as well as the smart sheets themselves for today in the description on YouTube. And you'll also find all of that and more right there at horseracingtoday.net. When the show is over, click on that. There will be, as you see here, a horse replay right there. There is the smart sheets link, the explanations link. If you like what we do, you can go ahead and support the show through the tip jar right there. And then you can go directly to Guaranteed Tip Sheet with that link right there. Let's move on directly to race number 6, Terry, to the second half of the card. Guess what this one's going to be?
My best bet of the day.
Oh, well, it's also going to be 6 furlongs, Terry.
Okay.
Which is going to favor early speed as well, particularly on the inside. So in the race that will eventually be Terry's best bet, who's got the speed?
Well, you take a look there. The 8 and the 4 are very close in their numbers, so they could go head-to-head to that quarter pole.
Yes, and the 8 and 4 want to be out front. Everybody else, middle back. Do any of them, the 8 or the 4, have a C-zone edge, Terry?
Well, 7 really has the best C-zone edge, with the 8 coming up along with the 3.
It looks like a kind of muddled picture on the season. Only the 5, Wicked Genius, looking like it could have a tough time today. A lot of improvement throughout the course of the races last time out. You got the 4 horse Borracho as your biggest class dropper, Terry. And also not a class, but a class rise when it comes to jockey trainer.
That's right. He's got the best jockey and trainer, so the best combination.
Yes, the 6 horse had the best speed figure last time out, 3 points better than everybody else. The 4 horse, that one is your simulation favorite. The 1 horse, Midnight Getaway, the biggest in-race edge with a 1 length late speed. The 4 does mark your top total pace. Before we get on, Terry, to your best bets, we need to have a drum roll, please. And your best bet of the day is... Take it away, Terry.
There you go.
Who's your best bet?
Best bet is the 4, Baracho. Finished in the money in the last 3 races out of 4 starts and won 2 of those. Has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Then the 8, Tatum, likes Parx racing. Been in the money 61% of the races, winning 21% of the start. Has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Sophia's Prince, the 6, won the last race at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage, has the highest last speed rating. And then I like Enforcer. The 7 is my long shot. He, let's see here. He drops in class, has a high percentage winning jockey. I bet 20 to win on the 4, a $10 exacta box 4-8, $10 exacta 4 on top with a 6, 7, and 8. And then I'm going to play a $5 exacta box 4, 6, 8. That's it.
Yeah, I have the 4 horse too as my top selection. Baracho, sim favorite, better early pace, better fractions. You got Jamie Ness, you got Michael Sanchez. Lots of upside in the second start after a layoff. And as we pointed out, it is your biggest class dropper in the field today. Sophia's Prince, the 6 horse, Terry, moving up the speed ladder with the top last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else, and showed it was faster by more than a second in its last outing. Tatum, the 8 horse, should be out front, claim, and then dropping in class today. The DRF on the Equibase forums there, the Brisnet forums, mentioned that it's a suspicious drop. So I did some double checking and found out that if the horse wins and gets claimed, they'll actually make a profit. So not so suspicious in my book. There's nothing suspicious about making a profit. And then finally, number 3, Jebologist was a tough call for me over the 7, Enforcer, but just more consistent with signs of life last time out with a little bit of early pace. I agree with you, Terry. I'm going to put the mojo on you. $5 exacta key box, the 4 with the 3, the 6, the 7, and the 8, because I think behind the 4, it'll be a muddled picture over who's the next up in line as the favorite. Race 7 will begin the late pick 4. I think we finally get away from 6 furlongs. We do in race number 7. We're going to go 7 furlongs. Profile of a winner for a 7 furlonger. Stalker, you want to be middle forward. Pop over girl or gal. That one has a little bit of a real bonus, though the 2 and the 3, those post positions have it best. 4 through 7 are discounted, although being inside is better than outside. So although the distance has changed, the song remains the same. Inside speed, Terry, is the best way. And it looks like there's some of that today.
Yeah, the 3 has the most inside speed, followed up by the 1 and the 4. So if this 3 gets a good break and a good decision by the jockey, I think it's going to go to the quarter pole first.
Yeah, also has the top early pace number in there. 5 has the biggest in-race advantage of about 1 length, maybe a length and a nose late speed edge. Everybody's shown they can get the par or within a length of getting there. Bunch of improvement here. We've got 1 class dropper, Terry, with the 4. And once again, the class dropper is the class on the connections.
Yeah, the 4 has best jockey and trainer, so it's the best jockey trainer combination, in my opinion.
Yes, the 1 and the 3, they want to be out front, Terry. The 4 in a PC position. So if the 1 and 3 go too slow, could put the heat on them. And if they go too fast, could sit in front of this wall of closers. Doesn't really look like anybody's going to be all that thrilled with the way today's race takes shape.
No, that's true. Most of them have some kind of a number, but nobody gets up and past that 50% threshold.
Yes, the 4 does get up as your simulation favorite, a little higher than the 3. It also shows up as your top total pace favorite, a little higher than the 3 again. So does it go 4-3 and then something else in race number 7?
Well, I like the 4 and ambitiously places my top pick. Moves up down in class. Trainer has 42% win rate when with this strategy. Holds the top speed at today's distance and the fastest start speed of all the starters. Number 1, Pop Over Gals, the second choice, ran second versus similar in the last race. Rail Post winning at an 18% clip. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Goldiness, the 3, likes Parx Racing, finishing the money 53% of the time, winning 33% of the starts. Likes the distance, finishing the money 43% of the time, winning 29% of the starts at today's distance. Number 9, Date Night Kisses, is the long shot. Drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer. I'm going to play the very last Miami Vice pick 4. 1349 with a 2567 with a 35. Finish up with a 467, a $48 ticket.
I got the 4-2 ambitiously placed here. We got some agreement today at the top of our tickets. Simulation favorite. Top total pace, barely over the 3. Class dropper, only 1 dropping in class today. And it's an alpha angle for trainer Michael Pino. And what I mean by that, you pointed out, Terry, that Michael Pino on the drop in class, 2 classes, winning at 43%. Normally he wins at 32%. So anytime you get some excess return, that is an alpha angle. And that's how they view it on Wall Street. That's how we'll view it on Ben Salem Dirt. Number 3, Goldiness, should be forward with the 1 versus all of the others that are at the back. Better early pace. I think it should be forward with the 4. All right, that's the 4. What the 1 horse? Okay, you got the 1 horse. I was just curious if I had screwed that up. The 5 horse. More strength, is a track dropper. It's going to be flying at the end with that late pace 6-point edge. You can see here with that horse what I mean by track dropper. It's coming in from the, hold on, I got to go to the right horse. Coming in from Gulfstream, Colonial, Tampa. So running a little higher tier courses. And then finally, Pop Over Girl. Just missed at this level in its last race. Usually pairs peak races, but I am a little worried about regression. 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 2, 5, 7, 8, 3, 7, 4, 6, 7, 11 is my pick 4. I hope that I didn't accidentally leave in some scratched horses because there was some late scratches in there. Race 2, Terry, about a minute away. They're still kind of moving around. So once again, if you could let folks know, great way to support the show is to do what?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and X. Go ahead and hit that little bell on the YouTube channel so that you get notified about all the great programs coming up. And then copy the link below, share it with friends, neighbors, relatives, everybody you know. They can come and take a look at us. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Skies at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And then also keep these comments and picks coming. We like to see them as they help us out a lot. So.
Yeah, we're a little ahead of schedule today, Terry. Usually by now we're already middle in the second race. So let's take a look at the odds right now. Let's take a look at what we see here. So the 1 horse, we have a little bit, well, no value there. The 2 horse, 5-1, 7-1 on the first time start, the highest ranked versus nose. I think that's probably it could be some value in there. The 3 horse, 2-5. If I had known that, I would not have made it my exact key box horse. So hopefully somebody with a long price can finish in front of it. The 4 horse, we have it 5-1. It's 7-1. Some value there. The 5 horse, 13-1 to 15-1. That looks like your value horse there. The 6 horse, 9-1 versus 41-1. So I would say maybe if you you got only 1 yes horse, so maybe put together the 2 first-time starters in a $1 exacta box. That'll cost you $2. And if you were to do that, the 2 with the 5 for $1 would pay $75, and the 5 with the 2 would pay $86. So that might be a good idea for $2, Terry.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many times we've done that and watch it happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's see what does happen as they're all lined up. They've gone to the pan angle where everybody's looking at the front of the track. The horses are all set. And now the starter just needs to press the button and away they go. So the 2 horse, the first time starter, usually when they get off to a good start, it's a pretty good sign. But the 1 horse down on the rail, Chubasco Sauce, The one that we had out in front with the 3 is indeed out in front with the 3 at 10-1. Although the 3 horse is riding shotgun. The 4 horse at 6-1 has pulled into third. Then you have your 2 first-time starters. They're about a length off the pace. The 2 horse kind of flattening out a little bit after a pretty good start. Well, it looks like he's trying to get involved now. 5 horses chugging along. The back of the pack is the 6. Opening quarter, 23 seconds. So not all that fast, Mr. Terry. And of course, the 4 horse is going to be the one that screws me up because it's, hold on a second. I have the 4. Okay, I do have the 4. Because it's going to say he's the one that I don't have. But he looks like he's going to rouse up next to the 3. I don't think anybody's catching that guy today, Terry. He's going to win easy. Yeah. I just need like a little longer shot to finish second. The 2 horse looks like he's going to round his way up. Oh, no, I don't know what he did right there. The 4 horse kind of bumped him. The 2 horse is going to get his head in front, I think, of the 4 at the end. It's going to go 3, 2, 4, 6. 3, 2, 4, and 6. Should have just put the 3 at the top of our tickets, Terry.
Yeah, we should have. And that's a nice one for your exacta. If that 2 ran second, that's 15-1, right?
Yeah, but I'm only going to pay $7. Mm-hmm. So I bet 40, and I'm going to get, what, 35 back?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't make any money, but the good thing is it's better than throwing a ticket in the garbage, right?
That's right.
Yeah. The thing is, you just don't know when we do the show that he's going to be bit down to such low numbers, right?
Right.
I mean, if we're at the track, I'm definitely not doing that.
No, because you watch the odds and wait till the last minute to make your bets. So,
or either that, or I'm just going to throw the 3 on top and not do the exact key box, and then I'm going to sweat it out, right? On a 1-2. I'm honestly, where do you stop? And you go, okay, the odds are too low, Terry.
Oh, I stop at like 3-5.
Yeah. I'd say 4-5 is about it for me, unless I really like something at a long price and very narrow field behind it. All right. Well, anyway, race number 8, 3 races to go. This one's 5.5 furlongs, Terry, for 2-year-olds, maidens. Again, we pay attention to that 82 speed figure right in there, Mr. Terry. And in race number 8, I don't think we have a whole lot of horses with experience, so none of them have hit par.
No, they haven't. 5 is the only one that got close, and that's because he's only one of 2 horses that have ran already. So, but you can take a look there at the ones that are brand new today. Look at that 7 has a 2.99 out of 3. That's a good number there for the 2-year-old first starter.
Yeah, out of 3 points, it's I don't know what the 0.01 missing is, but anyhow. Yeah, the only thing really to look at here is first-time starters. Only 1 horse, though, cresting that 2.5. You did point out that that's that 7. A couple of others are close in there. In the new version of the Smart Sheets, which is forthcoming, I actually had a great day yesterday, finally working with any thoughts on the issues at Aqueduct? What happened there yesterday at Aqueduct?
The jockeys, I understand, refused to ride for some reason. I didn't really look to see what the reason was.
I guess maybe the surface was probably unsafe in their view.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine.
It had something about the scale, the manager of the scales or something. I don't know.
Oh, so they all wanted to keep on that Thanksgiving weight, huh?
I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. But in the new version, which is forthcoming, I did have a lot yesterday. There are a couple in here that did have some works that will be close to what we would call back bullets. So I think let's see, who do we have in our, well, let's just go straight. Well, before we go to our picks, Terry, just go ahead and let us know who's the jockey and trainer in here.
Well, the best jockey trainer combination is the 5 by far. So.
All right. Well, all these first-time starters, Terry, just go about your picks.
All right. I like the 2 first-time starter high percentage winning trainer wins 27% of the time in a horse's first start. Jockey has a high percentage win rate. Then 5 is the one that has already been raced, has a high percentage winning jockey and trainer. Blinkers are added today. 6, another first-time starter, Golden Hands in my hands. Has a dam who's one winner from 1 starter. Breeding suits today's distance. has a high percentage winning trainer. And then 7, Frankie Coffee Cake is the first-time starter, has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 18% with horses that compete in sprints. And Jockey has a high percentage win rate. No additional bets for me. I'm out of money.
Well, with no yes horses, I'm going to go with the 7. That's your top rated first timer. Then I'm going to go with the 2. That's your second rated first timer. Then the 5 horse. This is another one of these interesting angles because the 5 horse did hit 80 in its debut. And then the second race, it kind of went backwards a little bit, although it did show a little bit of improvement in the early pace. Just really lost it at the end of the race. I have found a lot of times horses that kind of stall out in round number 2, they have a bounce back race in race number 3. So I'm expecting Connor's Crew to bounce back today. And then finally, I have the 8 horse. This will prove to be in the next iteration of the smart sheets, which is forthcoming, I hope, by the beginning of the year. Hopefully before that, so we have some time to work out any bugs if there are any. So really, for me, it's the workout distance, 4 furlongs times 12, so 48 seconds. That's the threshold. Anything at 4 times 12 or under will be a back bullet going forward. So New York's finest. That might be the best workout that any of these first timers had in the preparation for today. I am going to do a 50-cent trifecta box with the 2, the 5, the 7, and the 8. I fully expect the 5 horse to be a pretty aggressive favorite on that bounce back opportunity. Hopefully the other 3 can beat them. Race number 9, Terry. Next on our itinerary, let's go to the 9th race. And guess what they're going to do?
They're going to go to 6 furlongs again.
Yes, and what does 6 furlongs mean? Inside speed, Terry.
Yep.
Our smart sheets tell us who's got the giddy up and go.
Well, there's a lot of them. They do. Take a look there. Almost all the horses are pretty close in their data. So just anyone's guess who's going to get there first.
Yeah, we have the 6 horse Warriors Ransom. 5 ways better last time out. Top last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else, Terry. Buddy, you're going to look elsewhere if you want a jockey or a trainer.
Well, the best jockeys, the 3 best trainers, the 4, and the best combination, I believe, is the 4.
As far as our race shape, really no horse really wants to be the pilot or needs to be is probably what I should say. The 2 and the 3 can pilot. They can co-pilot. The 6 and the 7 want to co-pilot. 5 is PC type, so it'll kind of see what these want to do. The 4 will be your only closer. This is a blob race, Terry. So in the blob race, maybe finding the horse with the best C-zone is the best way to go. And who's that?
Well, that'd be that 3. He's got a 60.68%, which he's about 11% above that 50% threshold we like to see.
Yes, the 3 is your only yes horse. It is your simulation favorite, although the 6 has a huge late speed advantage, about 2.5 lengths over everybody else. Again, 5 points equals roughly 1 length. 3 again, top of the list for your top total pace horses. Does the 3 top your list, Terry, in race number 9?
Yes, it does. The 3 does. I like Parx Racing. Has been in the money 74% of the time here, and when 39% of those starts, likes today's distance, finishing the money 53% of the time, winning 33% of the starts. Then the 5 is my second choice. Has won 4 out of 8 starts at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning jockey, Maximus Angelas. Number 2, likes Parx Racing. Has been in the money 70% of the time and won 20% of the starts. Likes the distance and has a high percentage winning trainer. 6, Warriors Ransom, won last race at Parx Racing. Has a high percentage winning trainer. Dirt speed is fastest among today's starters. No additional bets for me here.
Warrior's Dream is my long shot 2, and Center Court Champ is my first pick 2. Terry, Center Court Champ, only yes horse, simulation favorite, top total pace, probably low odds again. Do we do it? The 7 horse, Terry, might not look like it on paper, but that one was a little bit better last race out. Number 4, Mila Rose. That one is a track dropper, and both of its wins came at 6 furlongs. So I had a lot of choices today, but picked this race apparently. Number 6, Warriors Ransom, biggest in-race edge with those 12 points on the late speed. Also your top last race speed figure, 3 points better than everybody else. So maybe that one ought to be farther up both of our lists, Terry. And then finally, race number 10. Again, before we do race number 10 today, just a reminder, tomorrow will be Parx. Wednesday will be Turfway Park. I think it's opening day for them on the AstroTurf or the synthetic down there in Kentucky. And then Thursday will be Aqueduct, provided the jockeys want to run. And then Friday will be Foreign Friday. Not sure what Tom will have in store for us, Terry. But to make sure that you're watching and winning, there's only one thing you ought to do, and you ought to do it right now.
Well, and it doesn't cost anything. It's easy to do, to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you're notified about all the different programs. Go ahead and copy the link at the bottom, share it with everybody you know so they can come and take a look at us. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Blue Skies. Good at Horse Race, the number 2 day, and give us a thumbs up and a like. And then keep these comments and different things coming that you're talking about today or given to us today, as we like to see them. They help with our algorithms.
Yeah, so what I'd like everybody to do right now, if they'd be so kind, you see right here on the YouTube channel, if that's where you're watching, right there, that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up just like that, folks. We would greatly appreciate it. Let's get that number to over 20 today. That would really, really help us a lot. So we greatly appreciate it. Good morning, Lauren. We got the Crown +1. That's new to me. I don't know what that means. Must probably mean something, Terry. We should probably figure that out, right?
Yeah.
So, all right, race number 10. We should probably figure that one out too. 6.5 furlongs. We did figure out the profile of a winner at 6.5 furlongs. Doesn't look a whole lot different than the profile at 6 furlongs. Early speed, 37% of the time. Wire to wire. Get the first call. Get the last call first. The rail, Matula, is the best place to be. So show me some speed on the inside to close out the Monday, first day of December at Parx.
Well, the biggest amount of speed is on the outside, that 11 horse, and it's followed up by a middle horse, the 6. So too bad for the inside horses. They don't show a lot of speed.
Yeah, too bad for them. The 11 horse doesn't need to lead, though, Terry. You see down here, he is an EP type, so he can let the 1, the 4, and the 5 get out there. You got a bunch of PC types, so a lot of flexibility in this race. 3, 7, 8, they want to close. Terry, along with a lot of flexibility, it looks like a lot of them just say, you know what, this race is going to look pretty appetizing to me. Yeah,
a lot of them very comfortable. You can see they all have some numbers, and quite a few of them are above that 50% threshold.
You know, speaking of numbers, only the 6 and the 7 have a number on their recent resume with a speed figure that equals or is better than 78, although a whole bunch of them in here, Terry, have been close and have a good chance to do it again today. That number dwindles a bit.
That's right. The highest there is a 6 at 39.9%. And so nobody's really getting up to that 50% threshold we like to see.
Yeah. So in these sort of races, I'm going to look for some value, and I'm going to look at jockeys and trainers, Terry. So who has both?
Well, the 1 has the best value. If you take a look there, 8 to 1 to 15 to 1, and 4 follows up with a 4 to 6 to 1. 7 has a value from 5 to 1 to 8 to 1, and then 11 has a really nice one at 9 to 2 to 10 to 1, and then the 4 has the best jockey, 11 the best trainer. But I think the 11 has the best jockey trainer combination.
Yes, he does. He has the best chance to get to the lead for sure. 4 is your simulation favorite. The 6 is your top total pace. The 3 is your closer. The 11 is your speedster, Terry. The 5, the 6, and the 7, who don't, only the 6 shows up here, are your yes horses. This race, Terry, is going to be wide open to close out the pick 4. Seems like they're always that way. Who do you think will take home the top prize in the finale today?
I like the 6 Bedtime Story, finished in the money in the last 4 races, winning the last start, trained by a high percentage winning trainer and approved at today's distance. Union Bell, the 4, ran second in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer jockey. Pop the Cork Champagne Row, the 7, finished 3rd versus similar in the last race, has a good 4 furlong workout on November 5th, 25th. And then I like my long shot, the 10 Bucks Sum, won 2 races out of the last 5 starts. Highest speed there at today's distance. Best start speed is fast among today's starters. Actually tied with another horse. No additional bets for me here as I'm out of money.
Bedtime Story is 1 of 2 yes horses. Your top total pace horse. Pop the Champagne Row, the other yes horse, and did show some better pace last time out. from the middle and out. So many times I see horses do that. You see that carry over to the next race. Next up for me is Queen Wiggly, or Wiggy. Is that what it is? Queen Wiggy? Wiggy, yeah. The 11 horse. That one's got a great chance to be the pace setter, Terry. We see that over here, and doesn't need it as the lone EP we talked about. It doesn't need to be on the front as a horse that can run either pilot or co-pilot. Union Bell, that one, the 4 horse, is your simulation favorite. Did show some better early pace in the last race. But there are a whole lot of horses that can probably win this race, Terry, and we're hoping that indeed we have them in our pick 4s. Speaking of a lot of horses that can win races today, here's the way we see the rest of the card, starting in race number 3. Race number 1, the 3-horse one. Race number 2, the 3-horse one. So I guess the 3-horse is going to win every race today, Terry.
Yeah, yeah.
Which would work out good for you in this upcoming race number 3 and race number 9. As far as our wagers are concerned, the first of the pick 4s are in the box. The opening pick. My exact key box, it paid, I think, about, so I put 40 in it. I think I got like $37 back. So a little bit underwater, but still collecting something is better than hitting in the trash can. Our second pick 4 looks like this. Race number 5, nada. Race number 6, Terry's best bet. I also have another exact key box. Hope to get something better than 1 to 2 on the top pick. Race 7 is the last of the pick 4s. Race number 8, a trifecta box with all the first-time starters. Race 9, nothing. Race 10, absolutely nothing. Again, just a few minutes over here on horseracingtoday.net. We will post all of our picks along with our Benny and the bets, Terry's best bet right there. You just click on that link. You'll again have a link to today's smart sheets, the explanation to the smart sheets. You can hit up the tip jar. We'd greatly appreciate that. Guaranteed tip sheet, link to the free track today, which is Zia Park. Hit that HRT gear button for Cyber Monday and get yourself 30% off everything. Order $70 or more. Great way to support the show, and also free picks at Zia Park today. That wraps up Money Monday for you and I, Terry. Any final thoughts from you before we part ways?
Yeah, I just hope that everybody had a great Thanksgiving and Thanksgiving weekend. Be careful and safe. If you're betting the horses, hope you win. If anything else you're doing in life, I hope you win at too. Give your loved ones a hug and a kiss, because you never know what's going to happen from day to day. And other than that, I'll see you tomorrow at Parx.
Yes, if you go to Lorne_Shap, you see it right there. I think he said 22 handicappers today, all aggregated over on X, which I just read that Elon Musk is going to maybe change the name back to Twitter.
Really?
Put a poll up for that, and I think it got approved. So he tends to do what the audience demands. And the audience demands that we'll do Parx tomorrow. We'll do that, Terry. But between here and there, we certainly hope that no matter what you're doing on this Money Cyber Monday, it has God's grace, God's favor, and everything that you do ends up in
the winner's circle.
Yes, indeed. Have a blessed Monday. We will see you mañana for Parx.